Welcome back to another 1.17 Let's Play episode. Here we are standing on top of the storage building, which we've sort of like half completed, and we're just sort of slowly working on it. We just don't talk about the back, but we'll probably get that done today. So the plan of attack today is to finish this building here, so then that will finally be done, and we'll also complete sort of most of like this half of the canal. And then we might just try and add a couple decorations here and there throughout the base just to make it look a bit more like a city kind of feeling instead of just buildings. We'll do a small little harmless practice on one today as well. In between episodes I was running a bit low on food, so I just decided to buy myself 6 stacks of cooked pork chops from Penguin's store. Now he's got a bit more money in the bag. Well yeah, also today I'm planning on getting sort of wither skulls so I can get myself a beacon because I want to be able to fight the wither fairly soon. So first things first, we're going to tackle a little bit of the inside of the storage room. I also just want to get in most of the chests before I do this part here because that will be a bit of a bigger job and we can time-lapse that, but we can't really time-lapse making chests. It's like, who wants to watch making chests? But anyway, what we're going to do is we'll add a bit of a floor along here. It might be similar to the one that is in here, so we'll have like a checkered sort of floor maybe, and then coming out the checkered floor we'll have sort of we'll have a bit of chest popping out, and we'll try and make it look a little bit steampunky, but because of the space and the fact that I actually want to make it a usable chest room, there'll be mostly chests and not a lot of decoration. What I'll do, I'll gather up the materials and then we can build this chest room together. So the basic plan that I want to have is essentially I want to have a granite base, which is a bit different, but I'm thinking I can pull it off. So if I just come along here, and the granite is where the chest will be going. So we'll have the chests coming along here like that. So I don't want the storage room to be like excessively large, so what I mostly want it to be able to do is hold all of my bulk items such as cobble and with a lot of woods. Mostly stuff that you can get from farms or mining. So I'm basically going to have like maybe 30-40 chests at most. So that's actually not a lot for a storage system, so if we run low on space then that's sort of my fault. So I'm going to add like a pot plant here and we'll cover up just this whole back area just because it's too tight to actually be able to build much in there. So work on, so let's layer this one down, so work on the layer to this one here now. Do some brick action along here like that. And we need more of the trusty granite along here. And then I think if we just make the granite come all the way down to here, that should be enough. We need some more wood, yeah, there, no, we'll go here. Yeah, so in total these will go up like 4 blocks, but we'll have 3x4 and then this will have a 4x4 chests. So that's actually not a lot of room for chests. So we're really going to have to make use of the amount of chests that we're using here. So what I do want is a bit of an area where I can sort of like place an ender chest in here, because I think ender chest in here will be reasonably helpful. So I reckon right here we'll do. We'll just shove a barrel down, and we'll go find ourselves some scaffolding over here. So we'll place the scaffolding there, we can place a jukebox up there, and then we can place an ender chest there, and it just makes it look sort of nice and like it's meant to be there. So this is really tight along there, but that's sort of the feeling I want to go for in this kind of build. And now we'll just go for like a bit of a checkered kind of pattern. Where's all my blocks gone? I swear I had more blocks. Oh, there. So I guess we'll just put... Wait, where's the... Oh, it's these ones. Floor's all in place, so we can actually walk around a bit easier now. Surely I have a shroom light or some sort of light block source somewhere here. I don't think I have any light block sources. I don't. Oh well, I guess we'll come back to that part last. So what I was planning on doing is adding in a sort of pot plant. So a neat trick that you can do in building is if you shove like a glowstone block there, plant on top of it, it lets out the same amount of light, and it's just a good way of doing some hidden lighting. I just love how expensive anvils are to make. So the interior of this is going to be quite expensive because we're going to be using quite a lot of anvils in here. There we go. I betcha by the end of the 1.17 series, someone would have come in here and broken one of these anvils just by the amount of times that they'll be using it. It's just something like that will happen. Shove a big pillar there. Perfect. And now I'm going to bring out the trusty dirt. Just something like this should do. We'll just connect them all up. Actually, these ones along here will need to be like not a full block, because I want to put chests up at this layer, so I'll need like stairs or something up there. And we're not going to be weird, make them only 1 wide, so there we go, they're 2 wide now. See what I mean by the stair thing? So if I go like this along there, it looks like a solid block from here, but if you place a chest up there, you'll still be able to open it. So we'll do the same thing on this side. We'll see if we can get this smaller one done first. Okay, so we can't get it fully done, but as you can see, the stairs work because we can open it like that. And then we can do a few more detailing tricks by doing stuff such as this. We can place fences there and just give it a bit more sort of depth, make it look like it's held up a bit more than it actually is. So I think if we do something like that, it should look decent. So for the most part, this is done. We just need to get a bit more wood to fill in those chests, but this side isn't done to how I would like it to be. So if we get our planks, just do this sort of shape, I think. We'll take this part a bit later. Now I'm just going to redesign this part here to make it work a bit better as well. Now this entrance is done, perfect. We just need some leaves in here to finish that. Something still doesn't look right here. I don't know if it's just because it's completely open at the back, or I'm just like not doing something up to my normal standard. I think it's just because it's too open up here, so I'll just shove some slabs here. And then I can add a bit of a balcony up here for later. Okay, that definitely looks a bit better now. So I'll leave this one open. I still feel a bit too cramped in here, I reckon, because we're going to put something else here so it won't be fully open. So I'll finish off doing some sort of decorational things around the sides, aka just shoving some wood in the right place. There we go, and that's really all I need to do for that. Now what do I connect that? Okay, so we will put in the rest of the chests in here with the remaining wood that I have, which definitely won't be enough to fill it all up, but we'll do what we can do. Got the anvils full. I barely ever use them up for like decoration. I always just place them onto the ground. Perfect, so that's a 1 layer all done. What I might do in the future is just go behind there and sort of fill in all the cracks, but for now, that's a decent enough job, I reckon. Oh my, we have like no chests there. Oh well, that's a shame. Not my problem right now. But what is my problem is the fact I need to get more blast furnaces. No, I'll quickly finish off sort of this sort of chest part, and then I'll be back once we're going to build this sort of centerpiece in here. And I'm back. So I got enough wood to fill in all the chests here, and I even filled in the back just to make it look a little bit better. I did this and just added a few more small details here and there. And now what I want to do is make a bit of a sort of generator looking thing. Also, sorry in the last clip if the keyboard sounds are a bit loud, it's because I stuffed up the mic. Not my fault. Well, it is my fault, but yeah, not entirely my fault. I didn't realize. Basically, this generator is gonna serve zero purpose to actually help me in the game, but it's just gonna look cool, so we are going to make it. I'm gonna shove a little bit of redstone in there. I've already made this in creative, so I sort of know what I'm doing, but then again at the same time I have zero clue what I'm doing. I'm just sort of building to whatever I think looks good. We're going to be utilizing iron trapdoors, and this is why we need the redstone, so that when we place it, it's up, right? Because with iron doors, the only way that they work is if there's redstone into them. We're actually nearly done with this. This was so much easier than I thought it was. I need levers and like a couple slabs, maybe more doors. More doors are always good. Fill all this in, maybe apart from this one, because we might actually be able to see that one sometimes. And then we'll put levers facing in, which shouldn't affect the redstone below, into a slab to make it look like it's doing some weird things. Place those there, and we'll just shove a torch there for some lighting. And that's pretty much the generator done. That's pretty much the whole room done, I think. What else can I do? I can make it look a little bit less sort of cluttered up here. So I just put, there we go, it's a bit more room. So it makes it look a little bit less packed, but it's still the same. So for now, I think that's most of the interior that I can do, because I'll do more of the interior once I finish the outside of the building, because I don't really know how far inward sort of this part will go. So we've got room to do like a bit of decoration up here, so because we've got the balcony, so we can definitely do something there, but it's a matter of how far in the wall we want to go, because this, we could bring it either just like straight up to the end, there'll be heaps of space, or we could bring it in more, or Yeah, so we'll build this first and then we can come back to the interior of it a bit later. So that is the time lapse over, and I hope you enjoyed it. The back of this base has come along very nicely. So it's worked, it's exactly what I pictured it. So I wanted it to be very sticky arty like down here, and then at the top I wanted it just to look all messy, and I think this whole building has just turned out exactly how I wanted it to. So it looks very industrial at the top, and then it's very sticky arty, you got pipes everywhere, and it just looks overall nice. So that is the finish of the whole storage building. So now all I need to do is design more of the interior, because I now know like how sticky arty the back is, so I can add a bit of a roof to this and actually make it look a bit nicer in here. But this storage system will mainly be housing all the stuff that I mine a lot of, so there'll be a lot of dirt, which I think isn't like this one, like this one, yeah, a lot of dirt in here, and then there'll be basically every block that you can mine. I'll probably have a bulk storage system of it, and then an actual storage system we'll make a bit later on. But this has turned out exactly how I like it. So now to finish this, all we need to do is texture the floor, because it looks a bit bland compared to like over here. So what I'll do is I'll texture the floor, and then we can start working on sort of this area in here, because what I want to put here is sort of like to make it come more to life. So what I'm going to add is like a little like pop-up stall, and just trying to make this place look a lot more alive than it is currently. So I'm going to try and just add as much detail in here as I possibly can. So first of all this, then we move on to adding some life into the city. So now I've got the floor all detailed up here, and it goes all the way around the building, which is exactly what we want. So all I need to do for the floor now is just add like slabs and stairs along here to make this gradient a bit less steep. So what I'm going to go do now is make this area here come to life a little bit more. So with building a city, you don't want it just to be buildings, you want to add like small little details that help give the city life. In places like this, it's great to always have small details, so that's what we are going to do. So to start things off, we are going to build ourselves a little bit of a cart type of design here. And it looks like Thomas will also join us here for a little bit as well. You won't be able to hear him, but he will be here. Oh, it's going to be really awkward to place. Great, okay, I'm going to have to drop down into it. Okay, we're doing it from here then. There we go. Now I guess we just fill that up. So adding life to cities just make the whole build come together a lot more than if it weren't going to have life. So this one will make like a little pushable carriage kind of thing. These here on the sides, give it a bit of detail. What is he doing? So I guess over here we could add a bit of like a shop or stall, and we can build the roof out of cut copper, because cut copper always looks pretty nice. Oh, and he's immediately under something, of course he is. So we'll get ourselves some copper stairs. And these should oxidize and match the color of this wood that we're making here. So the copper and the wood should go pretty nicely together, because they'll be like the same color. Perfect. Bit of light source now. And then for a small detailing trick, we can just shove like a beehive there, and it sort of looks like crates that are packed in here quite nicely. And I guess we'll just shove some leaves everywhere, because who doesn't love a good load of leaves in their world? There we go. And then I guess I'll quickly run over here and get some moss blocks. And then I guess we can add like a pop-up stall along here. Like this one could be sort of like a mobile pop-up store. I'll quickly go get some wax so that this doesn't oxidize and turn blue. Add in some like wheel looking stuff. Actually, we'll shove a barrel here, make it look like it's moving something. And then I got some carpets which we can use, so we'll just shove the carpets like this. And there should be, yeah, there we go, single piece of string. Look how organized I am. We can make it look like it's being pulled along like that. Make sure we put this front. Perfect. And then we can just shove something at the back here like that. We can put another chest there and get rid of that. Perfect. And now we'll just go get ourselves a couple of observers. Not observers. I know I had observers somewhere. Maybe they're in this somewhere? Yeah, there they are. And now I would consider this place pretty nicely brought to life. So all I'll do is I'll go around some of the existing places, such as we could do something in here, and then we can add some more lights like all down here to make this place look a bit more like lively instead of just a path for these buildings. We'll make the area look a bit more like this, so because this makes it look like life has been here before, and that's what you should want to do in Minecraft when you build. So you want to make it look like stuff's living there and has lived there for a while. So what I'll do off camera is do a little bit of work down here to get this place looking a bit nicer. Now it's all detailed up. So I added in these nice sort of street lamps here, so I wanted them to be sort of tall but sort of not at the same time. So I made it tall and then I made it come down quite fast still. And I got smoke out the top to just add more to the steampunk effect. Got a little candle store. I could use these in quite a lot of places, I reckon, just to fill up some spaces. But I don't really know many designs that I can do to fit in these sort of small areas along here by the wharf or by the edge of this. So I'm thinking I'm just going to place do stuff like this, where I just put like random redstone stuff and then like maybe a pipe coming out. But I'll think of some designs in creative, or if you have any ideas, make sure to join my Discord server and send them to me. That would be greatly appreciated if you could do that. So now the city is starting to get a bit more life. So we've got this area in here, and I might actually add some more plants in here because I reckon this plant thing looks really cool inside the sort of steampunk city because you have these little nice areas that have greenery. So I might add quite a lot of those around the place, and mostly in hidden places, like where you wouldn't be able to notice it if you were just flying on through or like looking from the outside. It's because I want to make it so you want to come into the city to see what's happening. So I still want to add a lot more life to this area still, so this is still not done, but it's getting there slowly. Also, stick around to the end of the video if you want to see a complete time lapse of this storage building getting built. So I'll put all the time lapses that we did throughout all the episodes together, and you'll see this being built from ground to zero all the way up to how it is now. So we're coming at the end of the video. But now the plan of attack is I want to go to the nether and farm up some skeletons so that I can get wither skulls to fight the wither, and hopefully get myself my first beacon, because that's actually really long overdue. I should have got it before I even got netherite armor, but oh well. The building's more fun, I guess. So I'll jump onto the nether, find myself a fortress, and then we'll just start farming up some withers. After a lot of searching, I've actually found a fortress, and now I think about it, I probably should have just bought a shield with me, because these blazes are going to light me up. Okay, so I need these guys to come here. Oh, I've got no blocks. This isn't going to go very well. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a little... Oh, great. Make myself a little safe zone here. And then I'll lure them here and just kill them. Unless I can just straight up kill them, which I probably should be able to do with my armor and all that. Okay, never mind. Not while it's lagging. That is not fair. Oh, now I'm on fire somehow. I didn't think I got hit, but okay. Ghast is friendly firing, so I should be safe if I just chill here. Yeah, perfect. I'm just going to tank it, I guess. That'll probably be the quickest, easiest way, actually. Just make sure I eat constantly. I don't actually have a lot of food. This might not be a very long nether expedition. Come here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Watch me get lit up by these blazes here. Oh, dodged. Oh, didn't dodge at all. Aha, here we go. I've always wondered why these turn your hearts black. Is it so that you can't, like, see your health? Or like, why? I haven't like accidentally, no, okay. I thought I might have accidentally picked up a skull somehow. That's a me thing to do. Just pick up a skull, not realise it, and then think I haven't done any progress. Oh, that's so sad, they just fell. Oh, there's lots behind me, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Great, I should really have a shield. Okay, let's run back. There's so many. Oh, this is ridiculous. You know, I'll be back once I can find myself at least one skull, because this is ridiculous. Oh, hold on. Let's see. This one will be the one. I can feel it. Okay, never mind then. This one will be the one. I'm really low. Please don't hit me. Again, I'll be back once I find myself one. Anyway, that's about it for this episode. Today we brought a lot of life to the city, so we've done all this in here. We've finished all of the big storage room, and just after this we will have the full and complete time lapse of this. So stay around to see that. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the harmless prank done, but that will be coming next episode. So first thing next episode, we're going to be going straight into some pranks. And that's basically everything that I wanted to do this week. If you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like below and subscribe if you aren't. Hope to see you in next week's episode, and goodbye.